Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Lainey and I literally just got home from the first ever Harry Styles Pleasing pop-up shop here in LA, which is super exciting. And they just sent out a random tweet this morning from the Pleasing account, or this afternoon, with like 20 minutes notice that was just like, Mod Studio Nails, come, it's in Studio City, like be there. And so, of course, I was in my pajamas watching Real Housewives, but I got up and got dressed so fast, got in an Uber, and made it to Studio City to meet up with my friends. And they were only selling one item at the Pleasing cart. I told myself I wasn't getting anything from Pleasing. I was like, it's so overpriced, I'm not doing it. I'm a liar. They were only selling the entire full kit, so I guess at least I get to try out what the kit is like. So that's what I wanted to show you today, since I have access to the kit before most people, except for people who got the PR package. If you were wondering what the colors were like, I was pretty skeptical of this, so I guess I'll tell you if they're worth $20 a bottle or if the entire set is worth it. I know they're made to mix and match. I had just written a piece about Pleasing for my music blog, so you can check that out, but I figured we would give it a shot. I need to go get nail polish remover though, to get the polish I currently have off of my nails, because currently I have remnants of Essie's Wink of Sleep, which is like $5 a bottle, which is normally my speed. I'm really bad about when my favorite artists start brands. Like Halsey, I ordered so many of her products. I should do an updated about face video about which products I ended up liking in the long run. But here we go. Here is the box. It says open with care on the front, and Pleasing is about everything being like really ethical and not harmful to your body. These nail polishes are supposed to be free of like the big 12 most harmful like chemicals and stuff. The front package of Pleasing, and you get the 4 colors in the main box, and these colors are all kind of made to mix and match, some make more sense than others. There's this black that has a very interesting pearlescence to it. I guess I'll take out this insert so we can get into what is underneath here. So there's also this little package in here besides the nail polish, and it has a Pleasing sticker like the one that you saw in Harry's phone case. They were handing these out today too at the pop-up, so I have another one that's not on this paper. And then also in here you get like nail stickers that have letters. There's lowercase letters and capital letters. They have them in red and black and white. So those are the options for the nail stickers that also come with it, which I hadn't seen advertised on the website. And inside the box, it has a lot of writing. It says our minimal packaging choices emphasize a light footprint, and for each formula adheres to vegan, cruelty-free, and clean principles. We are continuously committed to doing better by refining and innovating our sustainability practices. This carton is 100% compostable and made with a minimum 70% post-consumer material. So here are the colors that we have. They are all quite iridescent. This black has a really cool like blue shimmer element in it, which I think that they said that you could make it like a purple by mixing it with something. I'm gonna pull up the Pleasing website because they had recommendations for how to mix and match the colors. And basically, to give you the best possible swatch idea, I think I'm going to try to do something different with every single nail. Perfect Pearl is a pearlized white with a glossy finish. Perfect Pearl is designed to wear on its own or experiment with others, can be applied over under to create different effects. So I guess let's start with Perfect Pearl. And this is like a white, but it's an iridescent-y white, which I like. I don't really have any white. It's not really one of those typical colors you see used very often, but let's see what this is like. These bottles are bigger than I thought they would be. I thought they would be like the Chanel like sample size. Which finger do I want to put the white on? I haven't really planned this out very well. I guess I'll put the white on my middle finger. I didn't put a base coat on, which might have not been the best idea. The white will take multiple coats for it to really like shine through. Here it is right now. It is a very nice like pearlized color, I will give them that. It has a nice iridescence to it. I guess on my index finger on this hand, I'm going to try the Granny's Pink Pearl. It is this kind of brighter pink, but if it's like the white, it's going to be a much thinner color when it is actually applied. Oh, Let's get this one open. These marble tops are very interesting to me. I think that he said they were modeled off of like perfume decanters, and that's why they're like this. Pink is very like tropical. That's the vibe that it's giving me. And these do all paint on pretty thin on the first coat. I think these are definitely a 2-coat kind of polish thing, though I'm surprised at the pigment level in this pink. I will give it that. So next up on my ring finger, I'm gonna sample this black just by itself. We can start mixing and matching with the layering on my other hand. Got the black. I do have a black nail polish that I really like that has some glitter in it, so this will have some competition. The black is very well pigmented. I think that you could get away with 1 coat if you were going for the black look. Definitely my favorite of the bunch so far. It has a really nice iridescence and fun glow. This one is basically clear. It is the Pearly Tops. I think it's mostly meant as a top coat, so I'm just gonna put it on my pinky so that I can demonstrate for you what it looks like by itself, since they do claim you can wear it on its own. That is going to go on my pinky finger. There's a little glob. It looks kind of like milky and hazy. It's not coming across on the video very well, but it's actually sort of interesting. More interesting than I imagined it would be. I think we'll do the first color combo on the thumb, and it says, for example, Inky transforms into a unique iridescent purple shade when topped with Pearly Tops. So I think I'm going to put black on my thumb as well and let that dry down so that I can add some Pearly Tops on top of it, just so that we can get an example of what that could look like. I'm so bad at painting my nails, even though I do it a lot. I do have to say these applicators aren't my favorite. They're kind of drippy. More than any that I've like used in the past. They like accumulate little drops that like slide down the brush really aggressively, which isn't my favorite. So that's what we have so far. I know that the other mixture is the pink, and I believe it's if you layer it over the white. Granny can also be transformed into a pale pink when topped with 1 coat of Perfect Pearl. So that needs to be a pink base as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the pink and put it on my other thumb, since those are our 2 main mix and match examples. I'm so bad at doing the opposite hand. I really applaud people who are good at that. I was surprised. I didn't think that this pink would be such an orange pink. Kind of surprises me, but I'm sort of into it. I do have to say, as much as I have made fun of these caps, mostly in my head, not really in real life, they do actually work really well for unscrewing the nail polish bottle when you have other nail polish you're trying not to ruin on your other fingers. So that's where we're at right now on first layers. The event was really interesting. We were all convinced Harry was going to show up, especially when his stylist Harry Lambert actually arrived. There were a couple TikTokers there. It seemed like a pretty big event. I pictured it more of a pop-up, and they did say to come by like Mod Nails, and I thought that we were going by Mod Nails because they were going to have like people doing manicures, and it was going to be like a whole thing, like the kind of pop-up shops that you go to. Instead, it was more like the About Face beauty truck, which I didn't get a chance to go to, but Halsey showed up to herself, so I had hope that Harry would make an appearance for his first brand event, for his first ever brand. But apparently not. Just his stylist Harry Lambert went. And I actually wound up at the front of the line when he took the picture for his Instagram story. So now I am on Harry Lambert's Instagram story. So I personally am going to believe that Harry is going to see that picture, which would be very cool to know that Harry Styles has seen my face. I was going to this event kind of as a consolation prize because I don't have tickets to see Harry for any of the nights he's in LA, which is kind of really hurting my heart because I had tickets to go originally, but in other cities, and I had to sell them. And of course, everyone knows what Harry Styles ticket prices go for. So if you have a friend, or you yourself are trying to sell your tickets because you randomly can't go and are trying to sell them at face value, please send me a message. I would love you forever and ever. But I've also kind of resigned myself to the fact that I'm probably not going. So if you're going to tour, I'm so jealous of you. Girls who had traveled from out of state who were at the pop-up because they were coming to see the LA shows, and they had kind of been going down the West Coast. We'll see how this dries. It's starting to get more opaque. It's just hard to get it like evenly applied across it. which I think would be probably the case with all white nail polishes, but I think this is actually going to dry pretty opaque. It has a very nice shimmer to it as well. I guess I'll do a second coat of this Pearly Tops on my pinky. They call it a matte finish on the website, but I don't think it's matte so much as it's like milky in a way, like a very thin, like milky vibe to it, or at least to me. It's almost like ghostly, but it definitely gives it a shimmer, not a matte effect. My very poorly done second coat, so we're getting there. I think this black is set up enough to go ahead and add the Pearly Tops over top of it. Okay, wow, that is impressive. This black really does transform. I don't know if it got it better on the second camera, but it is now definitely like a very like purple blue. Like it is the color you think of when you think of like mood ring like rings, which is really interesting. The Pearly Tops does completely transform the color from like a true inky black into a more interesting kind of like iridescent blue. I will give them that is very cool. The fact that you have to buy two $20 bottles of nail polish to achieve that is definitely less cool. So now I'm gonna go ahead with this pink, which the pink dries pretty thin if you don't have two layers. The only one that I really love is this black, but I'm gonna go ahead and add a layer of the pearly white color over top of it to give it the pale pink effect. Okay, so the black into a blue did really impress me. The pink into a pale pink is giving me very like, I just put white out over my like hot pink nail, which isn't my favorite vibe necessarily. There's my two thumbs up, yay, except for like oddly inverted so you can see my nails. I think the white just is my least favorite. It's pretty streaky. It's hard to get a true like opaque covering with, and one that you can't see a lot of the lines in, which I find really unfortunate. The pink is pretty good. It's just a very orangey shade of pink, which I wasn't really necessarily expecting. The black and the transformation to black blue really has my heart, and I'm surprisingly into this like translucenty clear, which originally I had completely discounted. I was like, why would you make like a weird foggy clear thing if you're only doing 4 colors? But I kind of buy into the hype, and it did something really cool with the black. I think that when I redo my nails next time, I am going to definitely do it all black with this Pearly Tops top coat. That's by far my favorite look. I also love to do an all black nail a lot of the times, so I feel like this is a really good black. It's a very deep black, but it also has some fun dimension to it. It stands out to me among these colors. The white is definitely the biggest disappointment. It just does not go on very clean, and it just is kind of streaky no matter what you do or how carefully you apply it. I mean, obviously I'm not the best at nails, but I also feel like I'm a pretty good representation of the average consumer who is going to be buying these and doing the nails themselves. So on that front, I would say if you're buying individual bottles, I would actually recommend the black. I don't know if it's really worth $20, but if you really want something from Harry Styles' line and you're into nail polish, I would say you would probably be pretty into the black. Also, if you just want like a really good, reliable black nail polish that isn't going to kill you in 7 different ways, like my $5 drugstore nail polish that I adore, then I think that this black is also a great option. And if you want to get a second one and try that mix and match thing, I would definitely recommend this Pearly Tops color to add to your black. I think that they are a really cool combination, and it does make the black more versatile. So if I was to recommend any two, I would get these two. On the internet, this maybe looks a little less aggressively orange, but just know it's almost a borderline orange, and it has a very fluorescent feeling. But I would say the white is one that I would skip unless you're just going ahead and buying the entire set. I wasn't super impressed with it. It did get more opaque as it dried, but you can definitely see like the brush strokes in it. Stickers are a cool addition, but if you have tiny fingers like mine, I feel like you wouldn't be able to fit these letters on most of your nails, just like a size comparison of the letter to my nail ratio. But I might experiment with these at some point because they do seem really cute. And the hoodies that the people working the little pleasing truck were wearing were just adorable. I guess they were actually crew necks. They have the nail polishes. I'm pretty happy with them. I really enjoy nail polish, so I'm always like looking out for new ones and better brands. They're definitely like some of the best I've tried, but also like I have tried better nail polish in like the pink and white colors for cheaper. I would recommend if you want a pink nail polish, I like Essie. They coat your nails really well, they're really thick, and you can find them at any kind of drugstore. So I would say this pink isn't really anything particularly special. The most special thing that we have here is the black. I think it's definitely a standout product, but that's kind of my 2 cents on Pleasing. I would be really curious to see what their skincare products are like. They seem mostly like focused on hydration. My plan going into it was to get one of the skincare products actually at the truck, because I assumed that they would have all of the products, because I was kind of intrigued to try it because I'm so bad at skincare and I own no skincare products. But since they only had the nail polish and that was probably what I was most suited to judge, that's what I wound up with. And I do think that it's great that they are better for you and healthier for you, because nail polish is some of the more dangerous stuff that you probably use when it comes to beauty supplies. So I'm all for more ethical and better made products. I think that that is where we should all be headed. I like that Pleasing has such an eye towards sustainability. All of those things are really, really great, and I applaud them for that, and I understand why that makes the price tag a bit higher. So that's my review of the Harry Styles nail polish collection. Maybe it's worth the price, maybe it's not. I think that that's really up to you, but hopefully this gave you a good idea of the colors and what is available from what they have up now before it goes into regular sale, and kind of gives you an idea of what to expect. If you have any questions about the nail polish that I didn't answer, I would be happy to answer them in the comments down below. Just ask me and I will do my best to kind of fill you in on what the products are like. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you bought anything from Pleasing, or what you are most excited for, or your thoughts on Harry starting a beauty brand at all. And if you would like my updated about face review, definitely let me know in the comments about that as well. I'm currently wearing a lip gloss from them that I really love. So I definitely have a lot more to talk about that I didn't get to in my original about face reviews. I will have a vlog that has more footage from my Pleasing experience kind of towards the end of next week, I believe. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, hit subscribe, comment down below. All of those things help my channel so much, and I really, really appreciate it. And I make at least 2 videos a week, so I will be seeing you again very soon. Have a great day and goodbye!